If you've had foot drop after surgery and you're scrolling through videos to see whether or not you have a medical malpractice case, you've come to the right place. Hi everybody, I'm Frank Spector. I'm a medical malpractice lawyer in Maryland. I've been doing this for over 30 years, and during that time, I've been able to help so many people get the justice and compensation that they deserve. In this video, we're going to talk about what's foot drop, what causes it, and what goes into a medical malpractice case. Foot drop is a nerve injury that occurs to the foot after surgery. What causes it? It's caused by damage to one of the nerves that goes from down your back all the way through your leg into your foot. And during surgery, if any of those nerves are damaged, it can cut off the power supply to your foot. That's why you can't move your foot up and down, because there's no power. You may also have numbness and tingling. So maybe you've gotten a brace and your foot is okay in a brace, but once you take it off, your foot goes right back down. If this happens to you, then you know you may have a serious problem. So what are the elements that we need to make a medical malpractice case for foot drop? Well, first we have to prove that the doctor did something during the surgery that damaged the nerve. Now we have to also be honest, because many times during surgery there can be nerve damage and it's not always the doctor's fault. However, by looking at the medical records and by looking at the operative note, which is the detailed description of how the doctor performed the surgery, sometimes we find the doctor was negligent in not protecting that nerve from harm. So here's what I need from you. The most important thing that we need in a foot drop case is going to a special kind of doctor called a neurologist. And what that neurologist does is they do a special test called an EMG. That's EMG. And an EMG is a test to determine if there's any nerve damage. This is an objective test. What does that mean? It means it's not just a doctor feeling your leg and deciding whether or not there's nerve damage. This is a machine that actually records the level of nerve damage. And if there is permanent nerve damage, that strengthens your case. The other thing I have to tell you, though, is that nerve injuries can get better over time. So if you have foot drop and it's only been a couple weeks or a couple months after surgery, it's probably too early for a medical malpractice. Nerve injuries take up a year to get better. So many people call me right away after a foot drop, and I have to tell them that it's too early for a medical malpractice case. So give it some time. If after 6 or 7 months you don't notice any improvement, that's the time to give me a call. I'm going to leave my information below. Also, please hit and like that subscribe button. That way you can take advantage of all of my videos. I know it can be frustrating when you're looking through the internet and you're scrolling through videos to get answers to your questions about medical malpractice. I hope I gave you some answers in a very clear way. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll be able to get all of my videos, and hopefully that will answer more of your medical malpractice questions. Thanks again for watching. I look forward to seeing you again soon.